Hi, my name is Leslie, and I'm from momsoffitness.com and thehotmombod.com. I'm here today to share with you some research that I've been doing on fluoride, and I think you're really going to be startled by this information that I share. I know I was. My goal is to help you become an informed consumer. I want to be an informed consumer. I want to make sure that I'm doing the best and making the healthiest choices for my family. So please watch this video. Let me know what you think. And at the end, make sure you go to my blog. There you'll be able to access resources that will help you along this journey. And it'll help you get fluoride out of your water. It'll teach you how to do it. And there will also be some more reading material if you're interested that you can look at. All right, so here we go. Did you know that fluoride has its roots in the Manhattan Project? This was a project consisting of many scientists and engineers who developed the atomic bomb in World War II. The Manhattan Project needed massive amounts of fluoride to develop the atomic bomb. Now, this is where it gets a little messy. Dr. Harold Hodge, he was a co-orchestrator for the human radiation experiments and chief toxicologist for the Manhattan Project. He was also head of the toxicology department at the University of Rochester, who was doing research on fluoride. He was asked by the government to come up with medical information that would help the government in lawsuits in which the U.S. Army and the U.S. government were being charged with fluoride pollution. Any words that would encourage litigation against the government for fluoride pollution in the research were asked to be reworded or deleted as directed by the Atomic Energy Commission in 1947. And all this info can be found in declassified documents today. So often you will find, if you do your own research, that if you follow the money trail, you will come to the solution. So what was the problem here? The problem was that the U.S. government and the Atomic Bomb Commission were afraid they were going to be sued. So what did they do? They covered up that fluoride was dangerous. They would not reveal that to the public. Now you may be wondering, how in the world did fluoride get into our water supply? Well, you can thank two men, Gerald Cox and Francis Frey, for this. It all started with, actually, Gerald Cox. He was a scientist at the Mellon Institute, and this is the same institute, bear in mind, that said that mesothelioma was caused by something other than asbestos, which we know today that it is caused by asbestos. He was urged by Mr. Francis Frey. He was the past director of the, get this, the Aluminum Laboratory of America, and he urged him to take a look at fluoride and its dental effects. Now we're going to go a little bit deeper and delve into what was going on behind the scenes. Who approved the safety of water fluoridation and who was funding it? This is where it gets pretty interesting. Mr. Robert Kehoe, he was the director of the Kettering Laboratory, and this is the same lab that defended adding lead to gasoline. The Kettering Laboratory approved the safety of water fluoridation. Now, I want you to listen to who was funding this research. The Aluminum Company of America, the Aluminum Company of Canada, American Petroleum Institute, DuPont, Kaiser Aluminum, U.S. Metals, U.S. Steel, and the National Institute of Dental Research. Now, what do all of these have in common? Not only are they very wealthy companies, they're pumping a lot of money into this research, but they are all industrial users of fluoride, and I think that's what it boils down to. Now you understand the money trail and the corruption that was going on behind the scenes. I want to give you some startling statistics about fluoride now. I mean, why is it so bad? Why should you not be consuming it? For one, it's so toxic that the tankers that transport it, there's a fear that they could be hijacked as bombs. Fluoride spills also require hazmat suits, gas masks, and they burn holes right through the concrete. And I have on my blog post a link where you can go and read about that. Fluoride was also used by the Nazis to poison the people in the concentration camps there. It's in 66% of the U.S. water supply, and 98% of Europe has rejected it, saying that it's not suitable for human consumption. It's also used to make rat poison, and it's been shown to cause cancer, damage to the nervous system, and it actually weakens teeth and bones. So make sure you go to my blog post at the end of this video and check out all the resources that I'll be sharing with you. I want to end this video on a positive note, but I can't do that without paying tribute to some of the doctors who spoke up on our behalf, who were trying to protect our health. One of those doctors is Dr. William Marcus. He was the senior toxicologist at the EPA's Office of Water. Wow. He said fluoride was a carcinogen, and he was fired. Then there's Dr. Phyllis Mullenix. She was the head of the toxicology department at Forsyth Dental Center, and through her studies, she found that fluoride produces effects that are similar to hyperactivity disorder, memory, and it caused IQ problems. She was also fired. And another one that I came across when I was researching fluoride was Dr. Waldbot. And he was actually the first doctor to warn us that smoking caused emphysema. Or actually was a cause of emphysema. And he was also, he wasn't fired, but he was just smeared by the public health department. So those are three very intelligent people who have tried to stand up on our behalf and protect us, who were silenced by our government and by these big companies who are funding this research, because what it comes down to is that they don't want to lose money. Thanks so much for watching my video, and I really enjoyed doing the research on fluoride. I hope that you've become much more informed, and my wish for you in your family is that you will take steps to become healthier, and I think removing fluoride is just one step along the journey. So for more information about me, or to get more resources on fluoride, make sure to visit my blog at www.momsandfitness.com, and I'll also be sharing a link to the blog post. All right, thanks.